Last time you were on the show, it was right after the Hanukkah massacre in Sydney.
Yeah.
And there was, and I think there still rightly is, a discussion about the rise of radical Islam in Islam around the world. This is the question I asked you. Take a listen.
Oh, I remember. What
is the bigger threat to America right now, American values, American life? Islamophobia or jihad?
I think we have to focus, quite frankly, on, if we're worried about the threat to American values, on the person who's in the White House.
You still stand by that?
Donald Trump is a threat to our democracy. And I certainly think that Islamic fundamentalism is a threat, generally. But if you're asking me what the biggest threat right now that Americans are facing,
you see it as Donald Trump.
Yeah, because he has single-handedly begun to dismantle our democracy.
Go back to the very top.
He is ignoring the Constitution.
He is ignoring congressional. It's just not working. It didn't work for Harris and Walz in 2024. It didn't work for Clinton in 2016. It doesn't work. So I'm just wondering why Democrats keep doing it. Do you think if you say it more, people will suddenly realize how bad Donald Trump is?
We are talking about the decisions that Donald Trump and Republicans are making that are making their life harder, that are making their life more expensive. And when I stand in front of my constituents, when my colleagues do, we are making sure that while criticizing Donald Trump, we're doing it with evidence to back it up. And it so happens that Donald Trump is a terrible president. And he's making life harder for Americans, and that's why we're going to win this election. And Hakeem Jeffries is going to be Speaker of the House.
I want to see if we can end on something you and I might agree on. I think so. That right now in Iran, there are thousands of people on the streets protesting against the regime. They are getting shot. They are being tortured. They are protesting largely for women's rights, something that Democrats say they champion. And yet Democrats keep warning that America shouldn't help the protesters. We shouldn't intervene. If Donald Trump does anything to help the protesters, it's wrong. I'm wondering, why do the people who say they care so much about the rights of the oppressed remain so silent about such an oppressive regime?
I love when you make sweeping generalizations about Democrats. I don't know, many of my colleagues who have said anything like that.
Well, I'll put it this way. Who of your colleagues have stood up and said the American government needs to do everything they can to help the protesters?
We need to make sure that human rights abuses that occur in countries like Iran are fought against, are prevented. We need to unite the world against that kind of conduct, and we need to hold Iran accountable for
Why is it so hard to say the Ayatollah needs to go, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard needs to go, and I would support anything that would happen?
The Ayatollah needs to go, and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard needs to go, and I wouldn't support absolutely anything in order to ensure that, because we have to make sure that we're not, going to war with every country across the globe. Why? Because the American people want us to focus domestically on making sure their life is easier. But I just said
you have certainly embraced the affordability message. It's good to see,
yes,
ma'am.
I have. Thank you, because my constituents want me to.
Well, that says something about why you've been in Congress for so long.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.